the director, DSS, is after my life. Anything that happens to me today, or to my family, or to members of my colleagues here, please, the DSS director is my principal suspect.
I want to thank you all for always being there for Nigerians and for the downtrodden. You will recall that about 2 days ago, specifically on the 17th of July, 2023, we as concerned lawyers, those of us standing here and behind me, we addressed the press and indeed the whole world, where we decried the high-handedness of the executive, in particular the SSS. You will recall, it is still very, very fresh in our memory. We told you about how the DSS abused the rules of law, the SSS as it were, even though they prefer to call themselves the DSS. We told you everything, how they abuse the rule of law, how they have no respect for the rule of law. And a point in case is the case of Mr. Emefiele, who is presently in the custody of the DSS. Unlawfully. That point needs to be emphasized. It can never be overemphasized. And so many other Nigerians, listen, we are here not just for the case of Emefiele, but Emefiele own is the one that is trending. We are here for the case of Emefiele and every other Nigerians that are illegally detained. The rule of law is very, very sacrosanct. It's very, very important. Now, when we made that press statement, as lawyers, as citizens of Nigeria, as concerned citizens who are determined to uphold the rule of law. My attention was drawn to a tweet by the SSS, where they disparaged us, disparaged our person, and disparaged the legal profession in Nigeria. When my friend called my attention, I told my friend, I said, no, this cannot be from the DSS. Lo and behold, when we verified, we realized that that tweet indeed emanated from the DSS, from the SSS. And the tweet, of course, as gentlemen of the press, you must have seen the tweet flying around, where they refer to us as charge and bail lawyers. That is denigrating. They refer to us, lawyers, solicitors, and advocates of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, as charge and bail lawyers. Let me first of all, before I proceed, remind the SSS that the importance of lawyers in a democratic society can never be overemphasized. Let's take our mind back. Where are the likes of Magu? Magu, who turned back lawyers.
Kyari.
Where are Kyari today? These are people who have no regards for lawyers.
Bauer.
Where is Bauer today? Today, who are representing them? It's not market women. It's lawyers that are representing them. I want to remind the Director General of SSS, the seat on which he's sitting upon today is not his father's seat. He will be there today. Tomorrow, he will be no more. He should take a cue from what happened to his brother, Bauer. The fall of a dry leaf is a warning to the fresh one. If he's not there tomorrow, he will not call market women to defend him. He will look for those he referred to as charge and bail to defend him. We are senior lawyers in our own right. And we want to reiterate today that the DSS is high-handed. They have no regard for the rules of law. We maintain that position from today to eternity. The DSS has turned itself into an arm of the ruling party, the same way they turned themselves into an arm of the ruling party during Jonathan. We remember one spokesperson of the DSS during the days of Jonathan, who turned DSS into a department of PDP at the time. Where is she today? Where is she today? So the DSS should please take a cue. We are not charge and bail. We are solicitors and advocates of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. Properly, so like we have said, we are here again to reiterate the point that we had earlier on made. One, there are so many Nigerians.
Apart from
Emefiele, please, this point should be made known.
Including Bauer himself.
Including Bauer himself. including Bauer himself. He has not been charged.
That is unlawfully.
It's unlawful. He has not been charged. Even though Bauer himself denigrates lawyers, we are not saying he should remain there in perpetuity. We are here for every Nigerian, including the underdog. Today, Bauer is an underdog. The DSS DG can be an underdog tomorrow, and we will stand here and defend him if the rule of law is not followed to the latter. Look, this is non-negotiable. There are so many Nigerians that are languishing in prison in the custody of the DSS. You understand that the cases are too numerous to mention. They know it, and that was why they fall so low, they descended so low to respond through a tweet, as if what we said has anything to do with national security. People are dying. Nigerians are being kidnapped on a daily basis. They will kidnap Nigerians and they will send videos of the kidnap to our parents, to our loved ones. DSS will not be able to track them. Meanwhile, they will be able to track Yahoo boys and other innocent Nigerians. This is because it is a clear case of people who do not know their job anymore. They have failed in their constitutional and statutory responsibility. And they have the guts to call lawyers, charge and bail. We are going to, at the appropriate time, we will take them up for defamation. But that is not the issue right now. So at this point, I think I've made my point clear. I have my colleagues with me. Let me allow them to speak specifically on those that are currently illegally in the detention of the SSS. Thank you very much.
Anything that happened to me today and to my family and to my colleagues that are here, please, Nigerians should hold Magaji Yusuf Bichi, the director, DSSS, responsible. Yes. I repeat it again. Anything that happens to me today, I, Maxwell Opera, is saying that the director, SSS, Yusuf Magaji Bichi, should be held responsible. He is the principal suspect. What do I mean? I have written to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that as a matter of urgency, he should remove the director of DSSS. He lacks the legal capacity, the moral capacity, and the physical capacity to hold such a important position. Yes, yes. We came here day before yesterday, that was on the 17th. We said, no, you cannot continue to keep people unlawfully in your own custody, even in the face of court judgment. As I speak to you now, I have 11 court orders directing the DSSS director to release my clients. He refused them access to their family. He refused them access to their lawyers. He refused them access to everything. And I have written to the president on this issue. And when this particular Emefiele came up, we said, of course, if there is somebody that is a victim of Emefiele, I think I should be the one. Emefiele and Bauer connived and prefer a charge against me before FCT High Court, which I'm facing the trial. But that does not mean that I will allow our law to be breached. Let us get it right. They called me that I am a lawyer to Nnamdi Kanu, to IPOB. I want to reiterate, I want to state that yes, I am a lawyer to IPOB, I am a lawyer to Nnamdi Kanu. And I also want to educate the DSS director that if Nnamdi Kanu cannot produce a lawyer, the government have it as a responsibility to provide a legal practitioner for one for him. That's why we have Citizens' Rights of Federal Minister of Justice. That's why we have Legal Aid Council. That's why we have a Public Complaint Commission and a National Human Rights Commission. So that one is clear. Then calling us a charge and bail lawyer, that one is a civil matter, which he is coming to explain to court what he means by charge and bail lawyer. I received more than 4,000 calls yesterday from different countries calling me about this particular issue. When is it an offense for a lawyer to represent a suspect? When is it an offense for a lawyer to represent somebody that is being accused of terrorism. Somebody represented Kabiru Sokoto here, and nobody called that person a terrorist, simply because I offered legal services to Nandekala and the members of IPOB, and is calling me a terrorist. He will come to explain that. But as a matter of urgency, he should respect himself by stepping aside while investigation continues. I have written to the president, I have written to the Senate president, I have written to the Speaker, House of Representatives, I have written to the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, I have written to the NBA president, and they should, as a matter of fact, constitute investigation. Nigerians should hear my voice. Yusuf Bichi, the director, DSSS, is after my life. Anything that happens to me today, or to my family, or to members of my colleagues here, please, the DSS director is my principal suspect, and they should get him arrested immediately. That is my position. I don't know whether any of my colleagues have something to say.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, gentlemen. We will not join issues with DSS as an institution. In fact, our fight is in fact to sustain that institution called SSS, because it has been turned into a petty organization that, rather than face its responsibility of ensuring security, internal security in Nigeria, the DSSS has become so petty that investigates issues of fraud. In fact, I had a matter, a colleague of mine, not a colleague, I did a matter at the Federal High Court here, wherein they said they were investigating issue of fraud. We came to court. The court gave a decision that the DSSS, or the SSS as they call themselves, do not have the right to investigate issues of fraud, and they should transfer the matter to the anti-graft agency, EFCC. It took the SSS 1 year to transfer that matter, 1 good year, and they left a Nigerian citizen in prison. We are not only asking for the sack of the Director General of DSSS today. Yes. What we are asking the President to constitute immediately a committee of inquiry to review all detentions, to in fact visit DSSS cell. Yes. The Chief Justice of the Federation should take advantage of the provisions of AJA, Administration of Criminal Justice Act, to set up either a magistrate or a judge to visit the DSS detention camp to find out what is happening there. A colleague of ours, a co-mate of mine, was arrested in Lokoja about 2 years ago. He has not been charged to court. Nothing has been done. We are not even sure he's alive as we speak today. We've been in court. We've got judgments. A lawyer of more than 15 years post-court, he's in detention. What is his offense? Nobody has explained.
Even if he commits an offense.
Even if his offense is treason, he should be charged to court. And then, because we complained, the DSSS is threatening us. He's calling us charge. They are calling us charge and bail lawyers. I don't want to talk about the faceless person that is behind that keyboard, who doesn't even know how to speak good English, who doesn't know, so professional in his tweets, but unfortunately, he is going to meet us in court. Thank you very much.